Hi, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to have another look at one of the dies in the new Botanical Blend Collection from Elizabeth Craft Designs, part of the Planner Essentials range. And you will find it over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, for shipping to UK addresses. You'll also find it at ecraftdesigns.com in the US. And if you enter discount code Julia Watts Crafts in the discount code box at checkout, you will get 10% discount on orders over $25, and that can be anything on the website. It's also available at ecraftdesigns.eu in the Netherlands to cover Europe. And once again, if you enter a discount code, which this time it's Julia Watts Crafts -EU in the discount code box at checkout, then you'll get 10% discount on orders over €25. So as you can see on my mat, I have this beautiful die here, or die cut, and this is from the new 2277 border page with flowers, and there is a pocket with flowers, and last week's demo, or one of the demos, I can't remember when it was, actually it might have been last week, I made this one. So that's the pocket with flowers, and you can see you've got that design there, which is the same design as this one here, but this is your border page. So we are working on the back of the pocket, so we're going to just remove the tags for now. And the papers I'm using, this one is actually from Petal Pink, because I'm making duplicates for my own planner at the moment, and I've run out of some of the card, because pages are better cut with card. They are from the Reminiscence book, number 9. And this is from number 9. This is from Petal Pink, so you can see that Petal Pink goes really well with the pinks that are in the Reminiscence book, and lots of fabulous pages in here. These are the papers as opposed to the card, but you get the same designs in the card as you do with the paper. A bit short on pinks. I've obviously been in a pink mood. So that's the book that most of my pages have been with, but as I said, this is from Petal Pink, and it works really well. So with the die set, wherever it's gone, here it is. With the die set, if you cut this one out, you will get this. Okay, and it does have a line, a score line there. And so obviously you just fold that back, and then that will actually act as a fold out, or as we're going to do today, you can make a pocket with it. I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Now for this one, which is your backer die, if you like, if you want to call it that, which I tend to, it's using this one here, but as you can see, this doesn't have, it's not the full depth of this, which, you know, it would, the die set would be a lot more expensive if it was a full die. But what you can do with this is, because it's meant to work with this directly, trying to make space. Now pretend this is your paper that you're using, and this is what I tend to do. So you can see your pokey out holes here on the die, and they're just above the line there. So you want your inner to fit. That's a little bit short, let's do it this way. It's a bit longer than an A5 width. So you pop your little holes just so they're below like that, and then you can draw around the decorative die with a pen or a pencil. And remember, this is going to be bigger than the die, but it's fine, because you'll see in a minute what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's the shape of the outside. So that, if you actually cut that out with scissors, that would be too big, because you've got tiny little bit extra on the die from the cut line to the edge, and then you've got the width of your pen from the die as well. So that would be too big, so that wouldn't work. But what does work is if you then take your backer die and then line it up as best you can with the lines that you've just drawn round. Then get yourself some low tack tape and put it in several places. Oops, not the camera, as always, like that, and then run it through. And then once it's cut, you'll find that this is a little bit wider, these two bits, than you need. So you just need to trim it so that the cut line goes straight the way down, and then that will fit. That's exactly what I've done with this, and then that will fit perfectly behind this, just with a little bit of a gap, which is what you want. Okay, so that's how I do that. That's my top tip. Probably Esther will have a better way of doing it, but it works that way for me, so just passing that bit of information on to you. So let's get this stuck down to our pocket. Where have we got? There we go. That's my little bits. Let's put my other bits somewhere else. There we go. Okay, right. So this is very, very decorative. It is very time consuming if you want to actually kind of glue each bit individually, but what you can do is, so I don't have to clean up so much mess, I've got another craft sheet here. And we're going to take some of this Sentimental Yours PVA glue with a brush tip applicator. Oh! Oh dear, I didn't want to tidy up there. Right, this is going to be plenty, I think. So we're just brushing it over the craft sheet. Like so. I'm making such a mess. Where's my kitchen bowl? Here it is. It's not normally this messy. It's just me. I want to put this back in here, but what I want to do is clean this up first, because I know what's going to happen. It's because it's such strong glue, it's just going to stick, and then I won't be able to get the lid off. Okie dokie, right. So we're going to just take this now and dip this in this glue. Trying to keep, in fact, what we'll do is we just bend that over. No, I didn't want to do that. Definitely what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to get it on the flap, so it's a good idea just to bend the flap over, but obviously I've just dropped it in there now. So put that to one side, out of the way. I'm going to blame the heat, because I don't do heat and I'm very hot. And now, if we can take this, the idea is that if you do it this way, you don't get glue on the front. Best laid plans and all that. I think I've got it slightly skew-iff there, but we'll trim that in a minute. Now I might have a bit of extra glue on the side, so this is where we're going to just let that dry for a minute. It's not too bad on the front actually. But it is a quicker way of doing it than actually taking your glue around each of the lines. Okay, so put that to one side for a moment. Oof. Oh, I want that back again actually. Let's grab this back again, because we've got, within the same set, we've got a circular backer die And we've got these here, they say today and dated, and we need to stick those together as well. So we're going to pop this one in here and this one in here. So as with the actual border, these are cut with Petal Pink, and then we're popping these on a piece of our background. In fact, which way around is it? Yeah, my numbers are going that way, so I will do it so my numbers go the same way as well, just so it looks the same. And I have edged everything with Scorched Timber Distress Oxide. My numbers are going that way. Hopefully it won't matter too much if I get it wrong, which the chances are, as I've had a really good start, that I'll get it wrong. But at least they're going sideways on. So that's us using all the dies in that die set. Right, we're still drying. Oh, the camera as always. So I have just trimmed this piece of paper to, this is card actually from the Botanical Reminiscence Book 9. I trimmed it to 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. Don't ask me what that is in centimetres because I don't know. And I've just edged it with a bit of Scorched Timber. And I've got a photograph here of me and my daughter, and we went to a garden show, and there's these glass spheres, and they're really weird. So can you see in that glass sphere we're actually upside down? Obviously we're not upside down, but it's really weird. So we're just going to pop this on here like so. And shall I use, well, I don't know where, I'm going to have to use glue because I do not know where my tape is. So hopefully we're not bunged up, we're not. Good. I'll just pop this hopefully straight in the middle. Have a look. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay. And then I've got this little sort of tag pulley thing, and this is from this one here. It's this smaller one, and it's from 2281 Page with Large Tab 2. And it does, if you see it, look at the die, it does just cut holes on one side, but I've used my crocodile and I've actually cut, so I've just folded it in half and then just punched through so the holes are in the same place. That's how I like to use it, but obviously it's optional. You can just thread your twine just through that side and you don't actually have to do the extra punching, but I wanted to, so I did. So we're going to put some reinforcers on here. I've just got some black ones here. And we will pop these on here. They're just about the right size. It's a 5mm punch on the crocodile that I've used rather than the 3. This is the back, which isn't quite so neat, but never mind. And then we're going to pop this alongside the photograph. Just about fits. And then we fold it over. Like so. And I have got another photograph that I'm going to stick on the back, but because it's friends of ours and not actually family, I'm not going to do that in a video. Okay. So we just need to add a little bit of twine to that. I've got some. I think I might add this one actually. Scissors. I'm going to just pop this because it's got paper on it back underneath my mat. We'll just pop these through. This is a very, very simple page. I'm only doing one tag to go in it, but obviously you could do lots of tags. And I may well add some more tags later on. Give that a trim. There we go. That's our tag to go inside. Then what do we need now? We're going to put, oh, we're going to stamp on this actually. Now obviously it's got stuff on the other side, but I'm going to stamp on this bit on here, so we should be all right. Should be. Oop. No, I might be able to see it too well, but we're going to stamp it anyway because that's what I did originally on my original page, which if I remember I will show you at the end of this video because I do still have it. It's not gone off to Esther yet. So we're using CS419 Wildflower, and we're going to use Let Love Grow because I think it kind of goes with the fact that we were at a gardening show. And obviously I was with my daughter, who I love very much. So let's put it, I'm going to put it there, I think. So it's in the lighter section of the paper. I'm only going on the stamping platform to give myself best chance considering I've got stuff on the other side. So we'll go with Nocturne Versafine Clair as always. I hope that I don't make a mess because obviously I've got a page on the other side, which is another reason for going in here. Okay, that looks good. So you can just about read it. I quite like the fact that it's not prominent on this page because it's part of all the collage that Esther's done on the paper. Right, switch this out, and then we can add in this dated and today. So dated's going to go up there and today is going to go down here like that. So get those stuck in. And you will find that when the pocket goes on, it will overlap slightly, which is absolutely fine. Okay, so let's get that pocket out now. And we're going to glue it. It's going to go here, on there like that. So we are going over let love grow a wee bit, I think. We can have it there like that so we can see a bit more. I am not quite lined up properly here. Where's some scissors? Let's just trim that out so it's nice and neat. Okay, that's better. I think we're good on everything else. So as I said, if you want it to be an open, and there will be a page like this, then you can just glue it down just along there. That's nice and dry now, so nothing's going to stick to itself on the inside, which is very important for a pocket, obviously. And use red liner tape if you prefer, but obviously with glue you can move it a wee bit. So you want it all the way down there, and then we're going to also glue just at the side here, and just at the side here. Because as always, if you want a pocket, you glue on 3 sides and you leave one side open. And let's see how far we want it over. I'm quite happy if my reinforcers go over the pocket. I just want to make sure that it's even and nice and straight on the top, which it is. Give that a few seconds to bond. It is actually very strong glue that I'm using, but it still needs a second or two. Okay, so there's our pocket, all done. Now, oh, I forgot to put this on. I knew I was going to forget. I wanted to put this in here. If I can still get it in. This is one of the postage stamps from Postage Stamps 3. And there is a separate video that I did that shows you my method on how to do this. So let's see if we can still slide it. We can. I just want to see it just sticking out like that. Oh, now it's wonky. Now it's straight. Okay, so we've just got a little bit of a B, which we'll see when we actually move the pocket about. So just, oh, another one. I was going to put one of these on here as well. So again, this is another one of the Postage Stamps 3, cut out with the postage stamp strips. This one's been inked before with Scorched timber distress ink, and then the little B was with Kitsch Flamingo. Just to add a little bit of detail on the outside. Then we've got some words we're going to put on here. I'm not using that. We've got fun and photo. So fun is from side. Fun is from the little pocket. So fun is from a 2278 pocket with flowers. There it is. And then photo is from the base page which I've used, which is actually this base page here, this tab here. So it's this photo here, and it's 2280 page with large tab 1. So we're going to pop the outline in black. So first of all, we're going to just peel out the fun. I've got lots of these in here now, because you obviously get a twofer. You get your inside and you have your outside. And this little book is from Mama Makes. I'm not sure if Lottie's still got any, but do have a look on the Mama Makes website. It's very handy to pop your bits and pieces that have got double-sided adhesive on the back. So we have, and it's optional whether you have two lots of colours or not. We're going to have fun here. Will that fit? Let me just check. It should be alright. Let's have it up a bit. Like that. Hopefully that's straight. Yeah. So that's fun. And then we've got the word photo. So let's take the inside bits out of photo as well. Now photo's a little bit different in that it has inside bits and then inside bits again. So put photo, so we'll need to use that bit, and it's also optional as to whether you use this inny bit. We'll call it an inny bit, so it's like a double inny when you actually use your, I'll explain when we do the inside bit. Oh, photo down here. So then the O's are like the P, so the O's have got several layers to them as well. T. And then we've got the other O and the other inny bit. And then the O's have got inny bits as well, so we've got these solid bits in the centre. So I do tend to keep these as well, just in case I decide I want to use them when I do use the other bit. Okay, so we're all ready now. So we get our photo out. And then that will go down here, like so. And then we start filling in with the contrast colour. So we've got, so the contrast doesn't stand out quite as much as it did with my original, but I still think it works, because otherwise we've got like the lines of the design underneath showing instead. Oh, that's got its backer on. That definitely won't stick with the backer on. And then we've got fun that we can use again with the black if we want to, or a different colour. Then we want to fill in with the photo bits. And then we go back to this and finish with this. Then we can pull in this bit that's come out, and then we can fill in the inside of the P. It's so clever. I love these letters. I would like an alphabet like this, really. It'd be fab if we had one. Oh, no, we don't want that yet. We want the inny bit. This bit. And then we want this bit. So then that defines the O. And we've got the T. Might have been better with a different colour. Too late now, probably. But it might have been better with this colour, maybe. Yeah, I haven't got another one anyway. Anyway, let's just finish this. It's a bit late now, isn't it? I was just thinking about how it stands out. But actually, looking at it on the screen, it does. It does look good. So then if you wanted to, you have the option to actually fill that in if you wanted to. So you could get your, there we go. You could get this bit from the P, which doesn't want to stick. So you could take this and you could fill that in like that. So can you see, you can make it more solid if you wanted. Actually, let's do it. Let's do it on this one. So we want there a minute. So we put the inner bit of the O in as well. Obviously it only works with the letters that have got holes in them. Let's come off again. Oh, and I actually remembered to put them on the right way so the lines actually go. It's easy with the P, but not so much with that. So again, we've got photo that we can use, and we've got all the other bits that we can add in. It's not I think the heat's stopping them sticking properly. Close that up for now. Right, so let's move that out of the way. So all we need to do now is put some reinforcers on, and then we can slide our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's handy. And then we can actually slide our tag inside. So I wanted to use these because they overlap and then they bring the pocket into the page a bit. No idea what set this is from and whether it's still available, but I think Reinforcers 3 is still available, maybe 2 in either the US or the EU website. But you can never have enough different types of reinforcers in your life. I do have favourites that I use, I'm sure we all do. And these are probably my favourites at the moment. These 4. They were on my desk until my class yesterday, and now they're somewhere else. I've got to try and find them again now. One more. They do finish a page of reinforcer, don't they? No, they don't disappear. Fab. Right, so we just grab our little tag. Which is here, and that's just going to slide in there. And you can see it fits nicely, so you can just pull it out, or I mean there's plenty of depth for you to add more in if you want to. We can put our tags back in the other side. You see, you just see that little tag there sticking out, which is quite nice. I quite like that. I'll bring in my original, which is going off to Esther soon. You've probably seen it already. Yeah, so that's my original one. So all the papers on this one are from the Reminiscence book, Reminiscence book 9, including I've done the reinforcers in those as well. Yeah, I've used a little bit of Petal pink with this to bulk out so I can finish it. And you can see here the difference between not filling in the P and the O's and actually filling it in like I have done here. Two different looks, but both of them are fabulous. So as I said, you'll find, I hope you've enjoyed it. You'll find the products over on my website juliawattscrafts.co.uk for shipping to UK addresses, also at ecraftdesigns.com in the US and ecraftdesigns.eu in the Netherlands. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, which is where you are now, and thank you so much for watching.